This statue is so big that whenever I want to import its schematic in any world, it crashes. He reaches the roaring sky and spouts his root to the deepest ground. The statue hits height limit, basically. Just look at this marvel. I don't think you understand how big this is. My world has crashed a few times due to this bad boy, but I think we could crash again. Okay. First off, we need to sketch our idea into reality, and after some messing around, I have finally come up with a decent blueprint to tackle the biggest project I've ever taken on. We need a sphere first out of anything. That is huge. Nah, just kidding, I make it bigger. It even breaches the build limit. Now I have built the face so many times over, so this is no problem at all. Well, anything beautiful takes time, I think. The next step is the torso frame and hand placements. The intricate part about this step is depending on how hunched the back is and how much you push his shoulder to his ear, it will determine the implication that he is struggling to lift the sphere. Let me pull up an example. This is what I'm talking about. Hunchback and extended shoulder blade. If you remove the two factors, it will look like this. So if we mess up this framing step, we can just quit the whole project for good. Luckily, this wasn't as much of a challenge that I thought it would be. Just look at this beauty. But I ran into a problem. From the look of our sketches, the length of this torso and the legs are 1:1 in proportion, which is 120 blocks to 120 blocks. The thing is, we only have 60 blocks of vacancy left. This leaves us with the choice to change the positioning of the leg to fit within that 60 blocks space, or just move the whole piece up. Problem solved, let's get back to building. Again, we need the right frame to even fill the meat in. I want to give the illusion of struggle, and I found out that on the forefoot, you want the thigh to be pointing slightly upwards. The calves are to be tucked, not extending the knee or even make a perpendicular angle with the ground. The back foot must have the position that is getting dragged behind like this. With those conditions in mind, the legs are fast to be constructed. Now I have saved the best for last. This is no easy job at all. I thought the feet would be the more difficult part, but it was the hands instead. As you can see, I redid the frame multiple times before I could do anything else. It took me hours of trial and errors, but it was worth it in the end. And this is the result. When I said to show the result, I didn't say final, because at the time of me doing this project, I thought of giving this statue a piece of fabric to cover up. If you look closely at most of the reference pictures, they all have canvas pants. The thing is, we are building fabric, clothes, a soft, easily bendable object in Minecraft. How do you get the effect of clothes folding anyway? If Atlas can carry the world on his shoulder, I can give him a piece of fabric. The first we have to sketch the fabric to understand how it works. I've never done clothes before, let alone coloring the piece. And after around 2 hours... Damn, it looks so good. I guess all the TikTok art tips really came in clutch today. It's time for us to actually build the fabric. Again, it's no easy job at all. All these time building, I just let my mind run free. It worked though. The whole build is truly coming in together quite nicely. This pose, in my opinion, is the best insinuation of struggle, but at the same time, the undying mental strength to combat the situation at hand. Back hunched, yet not crushed by the sphere. On one knee, but the other relentlessly try to support the weight. No matter what life throws at you, through conviction and the willingness to meddle with the unjust, you gather all your might, standing before the towering animosity, Knees shaken, yet burns still the fire within. Throat too stiff to mutter any words, yet the eye reek passion. Perhaps it's fear. Or could it be the pent-up anger and regret after all these long times of not acting with thoughts? I want to become stronger, said the struggler. Therefore, I shall don this weight to prove my ambition. I had tons of doubts building this project. Will it turn out good? Are the hands too big compared to the legs? The foot looks weird. There aren't any details throughout the build. But I kept pushing, and the final result turned out really well. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to view this project at your own pace, you can download the schematic in the description, or the world already with this statue, because remember the beginning of this video? My world has crashed a few times due to this bad boy, but I think we can crash again. Okay. Yeah, it cannot just crash if you import the schematic in. Drop me a like if you're feeling fancy. A sub is highly praised. Have a good day. Peace.